Hey guys, what's up? Nothing much. Okay, so my first point is that, let me do an introduction. I love the cohesion on this channel. So basically this is part 2 to my last video about loving life, and basically that's it. Okay, if you didn't watch my last video, I was basically like, what is love? What is loving life? What does it mean to love life? And I talked about a bunch of like things that I love about life. I also rapped for like half of the video just for no reason. It was a lot of fun and I think it elevated the video, to be honest. So I've made like a list of things that I love about life and I'm just gonna talk about them because I'm here to spread love. Because I think that since uploading my last video 3 weeks ago, I've actually been exercising this loving life thing a little bit more and I kind of am really happy about it. Kind of been doing some really cool lifing. I'm jazzing. I also watched Soul last night, so hence why I'm kind of like, my expectations were thoroughly surpassed watching Soul. I didn't know what to expect going into it. I heard it was really good. I heard it was really bad as well. I actually didn't hear that it was really bad. I think I heard one person say one bad thing about it, but they weren't actually talking about the film. They were just talking about how Disney needs to stop making movies with no villains. But like, I think Soul is an exception. Beautiful film. Didn't need to be any different than it was. I never expected what was coming and I loved it so much. It set up something and then it was like, not actually, no. And then it was like it subverted every single expectation and it did it so beautifully. So yeah, that's another thing I love about life is movies, and movies that just do it well and just make you hyped, because that made me fall in love with cinema. I'm not gonna lie, because that's the point of it. It's to make you realize the beauty of life, or just like, obviously that's not the only point, but like it did something meaningful and it had an impact on me and I'm like, shit, this is what movies are all about, motherfucker. And I'm so happy right now, and that's what storytelling is, and it genuinely had like a really positive impact on my life, and it makes me realize like, oh my god, storytelling is really important. Oh my god, it's like really hot. 1 second, I'm just gonna put the aircon on. Today's been weird. It was like really like cool today and then it's like really hot right now and it's nighttime and my windows are open. Oh, my windows are open. Let me close those. Hashtag fight climate change and close your windows when you've got aircon on, please. Thank you. That's like one of my main morals in life. Another reason to live. Fight climate change. The first thing on my list wasn't movies, but that is one of them. But the first thing is friendship. I love my friends. Hey guys, if you're watching this, I love you guys so much. You guys literally just make life worth living. You literally are like waterfalls in a desert. You know what I mean? Like when I'm not spending time with friends all the time, or like not all the time, but if I'm going through like a period where I'm not really seeing friends much, life is less colorful. But with friendships, life is just like, it's like Dead Poet Society. Like, not like Dead Poet Society, that's sad. But I mean like in the way that it's like sucking the marrow out of life. That's me with my friends. I'm sucking the marrow out of my friends. I can't even begin to describe the just adoration I have for my friendships, and new and old. Like I have so much love for you guys, and just reconnecting with people. Like, I don't know, man, there's something about friendships that is just above any other type of relationship that I will never be able to even like put to words. Maybe one day I will, but I have a feeling that friendships, sibling relationships are two things that are going to be major in what I write about in my life, to be honest. Writing is another thing which I love. I love writing. I love it even when I don't have anything to write about. I just love writing and expressing through words. I love words, and I love rap music for that reason. Okay, I'm not like a rap connoisseur. That's not the right word at all, because obviously I don't make rap music. But I know a few rap songs and I know the words to a few, and those certain few I'm like, shit, these words do words well. J. Cole is a fucking genius. What song is it that I like learned recently that I was like, holy shit, like not learned, but like listened to. I listened to it today while I was vacuuming. Vacuuming is another thing I love about life. I love vacuuming, and when you can walk on the floor with bare feet and there not be shit under your feet, oh, that's bliss. That is bliss right there. J. Cole, what's that? Okay, hold on a second. By J. Cole. I was listening to that while vacuuming, and it was, I think, the second time I'd heard it, but it's the first time I'd like properly listened to it, and I was like, oh my god. And don't even get me started on Kendrick Lamar. I don't think I actually have the brain capacity to even understand that man's lyricism to its full extent. Like, I and the way he makes music and his sound and his voice. He also has like many different voices. Anyway, so friendships. And like, one thing that I'm loving right now is like, I've actually made male friendships too. I've only ever really had close female friendships because I've been afraid of men for reasons. Now I've like actually made male friendships and I'm like, men aren't like terrible people. And that's really important for me to know, that like there are actually good dudes out there. It's not just hopeless for us out here. It assuages my complete dread that I used to have about men. It's like, it's not better or worse than female friendships, but it's like, oh my god, like I feel like I've been opened up to another world of friendship. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like, I know what I'm thinking. I know it's more of a feeling. Hello? Sorry, got interrupted by an advertisement there. Rude. The next thing on my list are light bulb moments. And I think I sort of touched on this in my last video, but I don't think I've fully explained how good a light bulb moment is for me. I love when things just click in my brain, or when I'm on a roll or I have a block and then I'm like, oh, and then I get on a roll and I'm like, oh my god, and this. It's like I'm in the zone, you know? That's like my zone. That's one of my zones. I feel enlightened, or like I don't know, it feels really good. It's like it gets me jazzed. I'm jazzing when that happens. Jazzing all over the place. I guess a lot of the different things I've written are about nature, so I love nature. Breathing in the air. Breathe in the air. Now I want to listen to Pink Floyd. I love Pink Floyd. I love singing. I know I'm not talented for singing, but I love singing. God, sometimes I will literally just stop everything and sing. The reason I don't go on TikTok is because I can't listen to music while I'm going through TikTok. Like, I can, but it's quiet. Like, if I'm gonna be on my phone, I need music in the background for that shit. If people are scrolling on Instagram without music in the background, that's a psychopathic trait in my opinion. Me, I would never do that. Music is life. This is kind of not a great thing, considering if this is what I want to pursue. A major reason I don't like watch a lot of movies sometimes is because, like, for example, I'm supposed to be watching a movie right now. Like, I've got Priscilla ready to go on my laptop, but I'm not watching it because I was like, I need to film a podcast right now, because I was in the podcast mood, because I need a yap. I lost my train of thought, but we're just gonna go back to nature. I love my plant. I love plants. I love nature. I went to a creek the other week with some friends. The other day, literally like 3 days ago, with some friends, and just sitting on top of the rock with the waterfall beside me, just next to one of my really close friends, and just looking up at the sky and at the trees. And it was rainy that day, but it had cleared just as we got into the water, into the creek, and the water was so fresh and cold and nice, and oh my god, it was so beautiful. And just the image in my head of the sky with the trees, with the sun just hitting them, and the water, like the light reflecting off of the water onto the rocks. Like, what the fuck? Like, I just got this like ecstasy of like, I'm alive right now and I'm experiencing like this beautiful visual in front of me around these people that I love, that I've just recently gotten really close to. And I just I'm fucking with that feeling, bro. And just nature in general is just incredible. Like, when I'm on my laptop a lot because I'm a bit of a study nerd girl, and just because there's a lot of assessment coming up. But looking up from my laptop, or just if my windows are open and I catch in the corner of my eye that the sun, like, it'll be 11 a.m. is currently a really nice time for the sun. Like, I need to go out at 11 a.m. or I will be out tomorrow at 11 a.m. Yay. Oh my god, I'm so excited for tomorrow. I'm seeing my best friend and I'm seeing my brother and I'm very excited. I'm going swimming tomorrow. Very excited. Swimming is another thing. That's something I did at the creek, obviously, because it's a creek and we went to swim. Just catching the sun out of the corner of my eye and just looking at it and just feeling that warmth inside of me, like the orange. Like, it's so beautiful. The sky between like April and November is stunning for some reason. Just between those two times, it is like 10 times more beautiful than summertime. Not to hate on summer or anything, but winter or like autumn and spring kind of go hard. Kind of go really hard. I mean, it's April now, and April is one of my favorite months in the world. And I'm very excited for May. Turning 19 soon. That's another exciting thing to look forward to. Oh my god, speaking of things to look forward to, concerts are an amazing part of life. And guess what? I got tickets to 21 Pilots. So fucking pumped. And we got seats, like, I was sitting down for it, which I'm okay with, because sometimes if I stand at concerts, I just hurt so much, and I'm like, I would rather just go home right now. But since we're sitting, like, yes, it's 21 Pilots, I'm gonna want to be up and dancing, but I can do this. This is what I did in Paramore. I was like, and it was so much fun. I'm not mad about it. Okay, one of the things, every time I've been to a concert and been sitting, the people beside me, because I'm always the one who's sitting next to a stranger, because I don't mind sitting next to strangers, but they're always just sitting there like this, just watching. Bro, I was at a Paramore concert, the girl I was sitting next to like this the whole time. I saw that bitch go on Instagram a couple times. Okay, not to call her a bitch, I'm sorry, that was mean. Like, it was literally fine, but I was just like, what is going on with you? You're making me feel really annoying for singing and screaming so loud, but we're at a concert, that's what I'm here for. Am I wrong about, like, the norms of concerts? Because I swear to God, whenever I'm, like, screaming, singing at a concert, I get side-eyed. And I'm like, bro, you're at a concert. Am I just that loud and that off-key that I, like, need, that people are like, whoa, I can't hear the actual singer, you need to calm down. I think that is it, because I get very worked up, and I'm going to die. The first thing that comes to mind is migraine. I get to hear migraine live. But I get to hear trees live, and fucking chlorine, and Pachita, and overcompensate. Not to mention overcompensate. Welcome back to Trench. Oh my god. Sorry, I'm very passionate about 21 Pilots. They're one of the only bands that I have stuck listening to very consistently since I was like 14. Very consistently. Well, technically since I was like, 10, because Stressed Out came out in 2015 and I was all over that shit. You best believe. And I don't care how popular it is, I'm still all over that shit. Not really. I'm more Self-Titled and Vessel are my favorites. Do you reckon they'll sing Kitchen Sink? Kitchen Sink? I think I would die if they sang Kitchen Sink. I really hope they close with that. Oh my god, if they sing because I think Kitchen Sink is actually my all-time favorite, and it is a crime. Oh my god, I get to hear Carb Radio live, and it is a crime that Kitchen Sink wasn't on Vessel. How dare you? Also, I know I'm not like a long-time fan. Like, people have been listening since like day one, or even like since like year 3 or something. They've been listening for a lot longer than I have, but I've been listening for a good portion of for most of my teens, and that's significant to me. I'm a big 21 Pilots fan. I've listened to everything except for Scaled and Icy. I could not care less about Scaled and Icy, and I really hope they play max 3 songs from that. I really hope this concert goes for like 3.5 hours as well. I need to hear, like, because there's like 4-5 albums, which, yeah, Clancy's coming out, and I'm very pumped for Clancy. So we've got Self-Titled, Vessel, Blurry Face, Trench, and Clancy, which I care about. I have listened to one song from Scaled and Icy, and I couldn't tell you which one it was. If they play Level of Concern, I will be mad though. That song single-handedly made me stop listening to them for like a solid 3 months, because I was like, what is this shit? I don't even remember how it goes. I've blocked it. I've trauma blocked that song. It was terrible. I'm so pumped for 21 Pilots. You don't understand. This is my dream concert. My dream concert was My Chemical Romance. Then I went to see Well, actually, okay. This is what I'm a little bit afraid of though. So my dream concert was Billie Eilish, right? Went to see Billie Eilish. She was my first concert. Then I was like, okay. Then I kind of stopped listening to Billie Eilish. Then I went to see my dream concert was My Chemical Romance. Actually, My Chemical Romance was my dream concert before I saw Billie Eilish. But I got Billie Eilish tickets when Billie Eilish was my dream concert, like a year before the concert actually happened, or like 9 months before. And then I think I got more into My Chemical Romance before the Billie Eilish concert, between me getting Billie tickets and me going to the Billie concert. And then I got more into My Chemical Romance, and that was my dream concert. And then I actually got My Chemical Romance tickets, and then I'd already kind of stopped listening to them as much before I went, and now I barely listen to My Chemical Romance. I will still be like on the floor spinning and making fucking like tornadoes when I listen to Make Room, or you know what they do to guys like us in prison, or Mama. The obsession with Mama that I had, Mama had me in a chokehold, bro, but now it's Make Room that has me in a chokehold. Anyways, that was crazy, my obsession with Mama. I had an entire highlight on Instagram dedicated to Mama, where I would just go through the song, like literally you know how you can post like 15-second snippets of the song of a song on Instagram? I would post the entire song in 15 snippets, so there was just like dots of me analyzing every 15 snippets in like 100 words. It was crazy. I was just obsessed. And now I've kind of oversaturated it, but I still love the song. It's still great. Anyway, my point is that once I went to My Chemical Romance, I basically kind of just stopped listening to them very much at all. I went in March 2023, and now it's April 2024. That was over a year ago. That's insane, dude. Anyways, Paramore was good though, because I feel like I've never been like an avid Paramore listener. Like I've always like dabbled in their music like a bit, like, well, not just a bit, like I love their music and stuff, and I know quite a few of their songs, and I died at that concert. I genuinely like ascended and died. They didn't play All I Wanted, but that's okay, that's not my favorite, but I know that other people were very upset that they didn't play All I Wanted, but they played Last Hope. Bro, I fucking love that song. Oh my god, Bree's texting me, Clara Pookie. Okay, Bree, I'll get back to you soon. Okay, so I'm not going swimming tomorrow anymore, but that's okay. That's actually kind of a good thing, because now I have time to like work on my assignment, which is due in 6 days, and then the other one which is due in 8 days, and the other one which is due in 11 days. We're doing really well. Anyways, did I cover the nature thing? I think I did. I just love breathing in air and nature. I'm a nature whore. And oh yeah, basically to sum up all of the concert stuff, I think when I go to see a concert, that's like the capstone of my obsession with that band, which makes me nervous to see 21 Pilots, because I'm not ready to let them go. It's in November, so it gives me like, you know, a good 6 months-ish. April, May, June, July. Oh, we've got like 7.5 months. 7 months? 6.5 months? Between 6 and 7 months to listen to them and be obsessed with them for a bit more, because yeah. But I want to keep being obsessed with them. I don't want this to be the capstone. I want to see them multiple times in my life, to be honest. I'm nervous for when that concert's going to be over. That, like, genuinely, that is my dream currently. I don't know what my next dream concert will be after that. Well, I guess a concert that I'm definitely anticipating is Chase Atlantic, but that's more because of a friendship where me and my friend Lucy are like obsessed with Chase Atlantic. She got me into them, and I'm like, wait, this is insane, and I love them. Memories and introspection, feeling existence, and having a mind and having thoughts. Wild. Having literally just being able to literally exist and feel the world, like feeling like I'm inside of a body that gets to experience. Sorry, I know I'm being really like I can see you, Clara, in the future looking back at this like, what the fuck is she doing? I'm sorry, I'm in the zone right now. I'm feeling passionate about living. Let me be. But like feeling, I love living. I love it so much. Like, I just love being alive, bro. I'm not to the point where it's gonna make me cry yet, like it makes Brittany Broski cry, but not many things do make me cry very much anymore. So me 3 to 4 years ago would have been sobbing. Just imagine that, okay? But like, just introspection as well, like being able to just look inward and look outward and just analyze things is just like a blessing. It's a gift, and I don't know, I'm digging this shit, bro. And memories, having memories and thinking back on times and thinking back on just life and living. Oh my god, it was just like everything is just like, I've had so many different phases of my life and so many like ups and downs and shit. Like 2022 was such a good year for me. Beautiful year. And just like remembering certain aspects of that and how, look at my posture real quick. Thank you. That's better. And remembering how like in love with life I was in 2022 in grade 11. Like, I don't know. Like, sure, it was stressful as fuck, but I felt it. I felt life. I was crying often, and I was feeling it, and I was putting myself, like, what an incredible thing for me to do, to put myself through such a risk of boarding school for the first time, away from anything completely different, facing all of this anxiety, wanting to quit but not quitting. That's something that's revolutionary for me. I have been a quitter in my past quite a lot, and for me to not be a quitter for once was like kind of insane. I really appreciate myself for that shit. Anyways, I think that's like it. Let me just have a look. Okay, we're not gonna have the color changing thing, but I doubt you really give a shit. Food as well. I love food. I love not being hungry. I think that's the main thing. I love not being hungry, because hunger's not fun sometimes. I like eating. I like fulfilling myself with good, tasty food. I also love making food and the smell of food and the experience of food and the love around food. Food is such a beautiful thing. Can you tell I'm a fucking Taurus with my earth shit and my food shit? Oh my god. I've written here a little something and I'll just read it out to you. I wrote this like 5 seconds because I had to rush upstairs to dinner. Dinner was so good tonight. Oh my god. Okay. My purpose on this planet is to live. Have been feeling like a bad person, but I'm not a bad person. I just make mistakes. I don't have to put myself down for this. I can just learn from them and trust myself that I have never done anything unforgivable. I can forgive myself. I can be content. I have done things in the past that are bad and have actively improved myself, looked within myself critically, and assessed what the deeper issue was. Through this, I have been able to forgive myself for my actions without completely disregarding them. I have so much to learn, and that is so exciting. Learning is so exciting. It's hard, but it's so exciting. Like, the thought that I know more now about life than I did like 3 years ago, and there are things that I knew 3 years ago that I've forgotten that I need to relearn. It's exciting. You know what I mean? And there are things that I've never even thought of, and there are ways that I'm thinking now that I've never thought like before. Like with my new business subjects, like I've never thought this way before, and now I kind of am forced to have this new outlook on life, and it's like it's so interesting. My purpose is to live. Like, I used to question people when they said that, when it was like, your purpose on this planet is to live. You could literally do nothing and you're still fulfilling your purpose. And I'm like, that's not true, because like, we need to contribute to society. Obviously, it is a good thing to contribute to society, and that is something that will make people more excited about living and more, have a greater satisfaction with life and stuff, so you're not just fucking depressed in your room alone. No judgment if that's what's happening in your life right now. I get it. I've been there. It's not great. Maybe you're thriving there. So like, my wish is to whatever's going on for you, but it's literally like, you are allowed to just exist. We put all this pressure on ourselves in each moment, or at least I do, in like each moment. Am I doing this the right way? There is not really any right way for most things. Like, sure, you can have your goals and you want to do things that fulfill those goals, but like, at the end of the day, you're here to exist. It's literally just that simple, that you're just here to experience for a bit and just feel existence and allow yourself to feel existence. And that's like, it's really beautiful. I think it's really cool. Existing is cool. I think I'm gonna leave it at that for today and actually watch my movie. Lol. Much love, guys. Spreading the love. And don't feel bad about yourself for certain things. I was feeling bad in my last video about how I'm like, all these other people are living life and like appreciating life in this way, and I feel like I'm not doing that. And now because I am feeling like I'm doing that a little bit more, doesn't mean that like when I wasn't feeling this as much, I was like less valid or anything like that. Like, I'm just living life day to day. That's all I'm doing. I'm just yapping about bullshit. We're all just fucking yapping about bullshit half the time. So just like, remember to love yourself, please, and love other people as well, and allow other people to love you, because that's hard. I'm still learning how to do that. I still don't exactly know how to fucking do that, how to let people love me. Weird. Anyway, but like, we're gonna get there in my own way, in whatever way that I do. I'm gonna let it happen, and I do let it happen, but it's hard and it doesn't feel real sometimes, and that's okay. So I love you. Goodbye.